Welcome back to Not So Grand Garage. Today I'm out of the shop and working on cleaning up this mess that's been out here for far too long. But today I wanted to share something with you guys that I found looking around online, trying to permanently get rid of this field that is growing in my driveway. And I think I've come up with a solution. I used to use this RM43, pretty potent stuff, but now that we've got chickens that are out running around all the time, I don't want to use that anymore. I want to use something a little bit more natural, so let me show you what we're going to do. We've got a fine pellet rock salt and a 5-gallon water can. So after we get her full of water, I flip it around, let it rotate just a few times, and then we're gonna let that sit out here in the sun. When the sun pops back out from that giant cloud, and that's gonna heat that up and let that water absorb as much salt as we can get it to. I don't really measure it out, and again, this is the first time I've done this, so I'm not measuring it out or anything. Any salt that the water doesn't pick up stays in the bottom of the container for the next time I fill it up with water, so I'm not wasting any there. That bag of salt, it's like $6 at the local Tractor Supply. I could have ran into town further and probably got it for $3 or $4, but a 40-pound bag should do everything that I'm doing. But I just started this, and I will say I trimmed this back before I did it, and this has only been probably 15 minutes ago, and as you can see, compared to the grass, this stuff's already turning brown, and all this stuff here is already wilting, which this was all really lush and green about 15-20 minutes ago. But this stuff that's out of the sun, you can kind of see it's curling up a little bit. It's not quite brown yet, but this seems to be working pretty fast. And yeah, like this stuff I sprayed around this tree trunk here and all through here, you can tell this is starting to wilt everything already. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed by it. But yeah, I'm gonna mix this up, get it put in my backpack sprayer I've got, and I'm going to continue hosing all this area down first. I will probably give it a good dose, let it dry a little bit, come back and do it all again because it's cheap. Why not? And yeah, the goal is to get the bus moved. You notice that the camper that has been in the background of a lot of my videos, probably since I started the channel, is no longer sitting here. That's because it is moved out back, and I've got some plans for that, which that's going to be a whole different video series. But anyways, so sorry for my appearance. It's 100 degrees out here in the shade, and yeah, I'm tired and hot. That's okay. I'm gonna get this, finish mixing this up, and get the sprayer, and we'll see how it works. give you a quick before shot of everything. As you can see, this salt in the basket, which I can dump that back into this container. But yeah, we'll get it set up and start spraying. We're gonna do this next and see how it goes. So, emptied it again in an area that's probably 20 by 25, give or take. So I'm applying it really heavy, but it's really cheap, so it doesn't matter. And yeah, I'll come back here in a little bit and see how this looks. Well, we're about, say, 4 hours or so later since I started, and I've done this in segments and I've had to stop and do other things, but this all back here is getting quite crunchy already. You can see the salt on these leaves and such. All this stuff over here has already wilted, even the bigger stuff that I didn't bother cutting back. All of this is pretty well dying out. This stuff right through here, it's still fairly green, but it's only been sprayed for probably 20 minutes, something like that. But out this way, you can see everything's pretty well browning out. And I'll go to the first thing I did with this mixture was over here in front of this door, and everything over here is crunchy dead. So even all this taller stuff, all these vines and stuff that were growing up through this, all this mess over here, yeah, this stuff works pretty well. But now I'm going to do a little something extra in hopes of making it last. So let's see what that is. We have our basic El Cheapo broadcast spreader, one 40-pound bag of salt. Now we're just going to spread the whole drive, and that will hopefully get us months, maybe a year out of no weeds out here. We'll see. I'm gonna get set up and see how this works. Well, there we go. 80 pounds of dry salt down and dispersed throughout the driveway. And yeah, we'll see how it does. It's supposed to rain tonight and a little bit tomorrow, a little bit the next day. So we'll give this all a few days, and I'll come back and we'll take a look at it and see what it looks like. Chasing the chickens out of the flower bed, so I don't want them up here just yet. So, but anyways, yeah, I'll bring it back here in a couple days, and we'll see what it looks like. Hey, so we're back out here. It is the following day. It's about 8:30 in the morning, something like that. And I want to take a look around and see how this is going so far. And it looks like everything is starting to die out pretty well. There's still some patches of green, but yeah, over here especially, it's really noticeable where the line there that I sprayed. Everything through here is other than the what looks to be trees, looks pretty wilted and such. So yeah, so far it looks to be working. I'm gonna walk out here to the street because I sprayed the alongside the road too, and I sprayed the ditch, which I gave this one light spray, and you can kind of see the color difference where I did. So kind of curious to see how that works. And alongside the road there, you can kind of see the difference there. Same over here. So yeah, seems to work pretty well. We'll give it a few days. It's supposed to rain sometime this morning, and then it's supposed to rain tomorrow as well. So that should, if anything, release more of the dry salt that I put down into the ground, and should do even more. But yeah, I'll bring you guys back here, give you an update on it here in maybe a week, and see where we're at with it, and see if this is worthwhile. Really, I've got 20 bucks in all of it, and I've still got a bag and a half of salt. The bags were $6 a piece. It was a little time consuming, but if you've got a big sprayer, especially one like that you could put on a lawnmower or something like that, this would go a lot faster. I do suggest, if you're going to do this, be sure to wash everything out really well, especially things with pumps, like my backpack sprayer, stuff like that. Salt will solidify in those pumps and lines and everything, so just flush them out with water really well. But other than that, yeah, it's simple, cheap, and it's natural, so won't have to worry about animals and such getting into it. I know that might sound kind of odd, me wanting to do natural things with 4,000 gallons of oil sitting there, but that's a different story. I don't exactly want that stuff being dumped into the ground either, so we gotta, you know, we take precautions there. But anyways, I'm rambling, so I'm going to wrap this up here. If you got any comments, questions, complaints, drop them in the comment section below. If you would, hit that like button. It helps us out. It doesn't cost you anything. If you want to support the channel, there's a PayPal account set up. The link to that is in the video description. Our merch, our black diesel gear, all of that is available on the website. It's www.notsograndgarage.com. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We appreciate you watching.